live.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So let's just waffle a little bit whilst people are joining us. But yes, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody, no matter where in the great world you might be. Here in Denmark, it's evening, 8 o'clock in the evening at this moment in time, and as rest of Europe. And we are presenting our first education hour. And
Exciting!
It's a little bit of exciting. It's a new concept.
Yes.
But for a start, let's just introduce ourselves. With my side here, I do have Lola Keaton.
Yeah, brave. Hello,
And
everybody.
I'm going to introduce myself.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm so rude. Now, this is Jack, and he's the president of Danish Spiritual Association.
And our education hour tonight, it's a new concept where we'll have this live stream where we'll cover a bit of the theory and on the topic of the difference between mediumship and psychic. And why is it we have chosen that topic?
Because you said so.
Oh.
Because we think it's very, very important to know the difference between psychic and mediumship, and in practice as well. Because sometimes you do get a bit confused, don't you?
Oh, yes. Yes. Can be, and it's important both as a medium and as a psychic, but it's as important as a part of a corporation, as a recipient for reading, to know about where are the information coming from, where are the evidence, is there any evidence, and things like that. And that's some of the things we will cover tonight. So please, ladies and gentlemen, just join in the comments with your questions and inquiries, and just say hi or hello. Let us know you are there, so not just talking to ourselves. We do that a lot in our daily life, so we don't need to do it here as well. But as said, tonight we are our first education hour, and I said it's a new concept, and the concept is tonight we're talking a theory, and next week we invite you into a closed Zoom room where you will have the opportunity to not only hear about it but actually work with it and practice it, and have the opportunity to feel the difference while you're working. For those of you out there that are interested in mediumship, in psychic, and especially interested in the difference, you can join us next week on Zoom. Just send us a message from Messenger or through email, and the email you can send on is info@spiritualist.dk. And you will have the Zoom codes sent and a link sent when we're getting a little bit closer.
And you do have some very good exercise for the students to learn the difference between psychic and mediumship.
Yes.
So, and as Jack said, it's a closed environment, and we're just learning.
Yes. Yeah. But tonight we have a little bits for you. We're not only going to chat, but we actually have a few slides will show you to explain the way we look at the difference and how it actually works, how we are working with different. So maybe we should just get to it.
Yeah, this will be very practical, very. But please hang on and listen.
So basically, we are talking about what I call the communication triangle. And let us just have a look at that. So it will come up as a little slide here. And so basically, you can see it here. You have the green hat is the medium, and the red hat is the recipient. And when we have a psychic reading, the medium or the psychics are reading the recipient's energy, connected with the recipient's energy, reading that energy or the auric field, or what name you want to put on it, and deliver by words what they got from it, and have a response probably from the recipient. I can understand that. I don't understand that. So that basically the psychic reading, where the psychic or the medium tells the recipient all the things they know about themselves, basically.
So can I ask?
Yes.
So how do you read a recipient psychic?
Yes. The way I do it, or the way I usually teach, is to as a psychic or as a medium, be aware of our own energy first of all, because it's through our own energy we have our senses. And we have the senses. We have the ability to see, to hear, to feel, to taste, to smell, and we're using those senses to read that energy, or to feel or to see that spiritual energy. And everybody has that ability, that we are born with that part, basically, and we are doing it from early childhood, just reading each other. When we meet new people, we scan people, and then we can take courses and occasions and all this stuff, and have a structure into, and have a feedback onto how are we reading each other as psychics.
It can be a very, very strong tool.
It can really strong tool, but we need to use it right. So we'll get back to that after we have been through all the slides. We will go more into details, and if you have questions and things like that. When we are talking about mediumship, we have a little change, because then we'll have a blue hat presented here as a blue hat for spirit. So we'll have a spirit communicator, and with that, I hope you can see the cursor here. But then with the green hat, the medium is on a thought level, putting thoughts out to the one in the spirit that is connected with the recipient, and that can be one-to-one. That can be in a platform environment as well, and putting thoughts out and getting thoughts back or an energy back. And as mediums, we use the same senses, our ability to see, to hear, to feel, to taste, to smell, to translate that energy from that spirit communicator. And when we're doing that, we are doing in a kind of silence, but then we have to word it towards our recipient, or toward our congregation, or on a platform, and we need some kind of feedback. Is that the information or evidence we are bringing forward being understood? But because we need that communication with spirit, we need to disconnect from our recipient. And that means, as shown here, we are cutting the wire, the psychic link to our recipient, because we don't need that. All we need from our recipient is their voice. And then we have the communication with the loved ones in spirit. So we're having that communication there. We can just say upwards, as it's shown on the slide here. And then we have the words going to the recipient and the words coming back from the recipient. But we need to disconnect from the recipient's energy. And when we do that, and when we do that properly, a magnificent thing often happens, because then it's kind of a healing can start there. What is happening there sometimes when we are able to, through that communication with the spirit communicator, bringing that awareness, bringing that evidence towards our recipient, we can create a room. I call it a healing room, but a room where the recipient suddenly can feel the presence of their loved one. And they can actually send thoughts out, start their own communication, if they're aware of it or not. But it's us as mediums that can create that room.
And it's a very, very beautiful moment.
It is. It is.
It can be very beautiful.
It's kind of a magical moment when that happens. Does that happen every time? No, it doesn't. But what we should aim for when we are working as mediums is having that clean communication with the loved one and spirits related to our loved one. Some people are talking about, well, we can mix the two of them. Yeah, we can, but the issue sometimes for our sake can be that we'll get a little bit back to it after we've gone through the slides here. But some of the issues there can be confusing as a recipient. Where do it come from? So that was the first little slide. We do hope that these little hats and arrows here giving a meaning, and you have the ability to go back and watch it again. It is on YouTube. It will be saved on YouTube and here on our Facebook page as well.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
So
sure.
now, when you're talking about this, taking back, going mediumship and not doing psychic reading. So are you talking about taking your energy back and taking your focus on the spirit world?
Yes. So basically, if we're going to show it here, I'll put my energy when I'm doing. I'm going to do a psychic reading on my recipient. I will take my energy and put over my client or my recipient like a carpet of energy, so we become more or less one. So I include my client's energy into mine, and it's me that is reaching out to my client to read their energy through my senses that is in my energy. When I'm working with spirit and the loved ones in spirit, I will take that carpet back. I will cut that connection. So, and then I will put my attention to spirit, and then we start. I do start this thought process where I'm sending thoughts out, or sending an energy out like a thought, and getting an energy back from spirit that I translate through my senses. So my database or my library come to work, because my knowledge of I recognize things in that energy and I put that into words. So and sometimes it can be like I see my own grandfather, and so not because my own grandfather is there, but it can be because it is a grandfather from spirit. It can be because something. The communicator is similar to my grandfather in some aspects, so I need to go back to spirit and say I need more details on so and so.
So I think this moment is very important to learn how to take your awareness or your energy from your recipient,
Yes,
and to tune it into spirit world and disconnect from your client.
Yes, it's very important. It's
that's the first
quite
step.
Essential.
That's very much the first step to be aware.
And now you see us again, and that we will look at next week in that Zoom room. Through exercises, you will get that experience of connected on psychic level, cut that connection and put your awareness to the spirit world and bring that through there. And it doesn't matter if you're new to mediumship or you have quite knowledge or already a work in medium. I know by experience that's going back to these basic things have a great value and can be a great reminder sometimes, even for more experienced mediums as well. So everybody is welcome because everybody can have value out of the exercises we are going to do in the Zoom room next week.
Yeah, also because if you are a working medium, sometimes it just goes like a mechanic thing, and you don't feel or are not aware of where your awareness are. It's just flowing. It's just a big sometimes it's very neat and nice to go back to kindergarten. Yeah.
And we are getting into routines, and it's becoming, sometimes we need to remind ourselves of where did we came from. So that's a part of what this is about as well.
Yeah.
But let have a look at a couple of more slides in before we go into more general chat. So again, if you have questions, inquiries, just put them in the comments, and we'll try to cover them as good as we can tonight as well. So if we are looking at the psychic, what are we gaining? We were talking about that the psychic is a great tool. When we're talking about what we can get out of psychic reading, we can get a lot of, we can get good advice, we can get to living our life, we can have all different kind of things. But we're just mentioning, I know we could make a long list. We won't do that. We'll just give a brief introduction to it tonight. When we're talking about the psychic or a medium or doing a psychic reading on you as a recipient, they will probably talk a little bit about relationships, family, job, your economy. It can be something about health, traumas in your life. It can be potentials, your potentials. Now and here you put potentials in the future. Some psychics are doing fortune tellings, but we have to be aware that the fortune isn't set. So we have an influence on our own fortune, because the decisions we take today will have an influence on tomorrow. And that's so, but basically a psychic tells us everything that we know about ourselves, and a good psychic, they cannot read in our energy what to do, but they can give their opinion on how we can handle different situations and things. If I'm going to book for a psychic reading for myself, the times I've done that over the years, it not to find out what am I going to do in a certain situation, because I will probably have taken that decision already. But maybe go to a psychic and say, well, can you have a look at this? And maybe there is something I need to be aware of that I haven't been aware of. So probably not, no matter what they said, that would probably, that's just how it works for me. That would probably not make me change my decision, but it could make me aware of, oh, I need to look at that, to move forward with that decision. So that's just briefly what a psychic reading can cover. It can cover many different things as well. Mm-hmm. We know sometimes with a psychic reading, the psychic will talk about guides, helpers, and things like that as well. And sometimes it's been misunderstood as mediumship, mental mediumship, but it's a little bit in between, if I can put it that way.
That must be in another talk.
Yes, definitely. That's another talk. Then we have mediumship. The mediumship is about the spirit communicator. That means that's your loved one that's going forward, been giving a voice through the medium. And what should be presented there is evidence of who they are. Is it mom? Maybe briefly, how old? Maybe we know, especially on when we are working platform, often it has a value to ask them to bring forward bits of their later life, because sadly it's often the newest memories we have. So it can be the passing, it can be things like that. But we also have to acknowledge that it's not always we have known them or been around them in the last bit of their lives. So sometimes we want to talk about their younger lives, and then we need to talk about that. But it should be including some factual evidence about that person in spirit that is communicating. There can be some spiritual evidence, there can be emotional evidence, and different kinds of evidence. That's another talk about the different types of evidence. Then often there will be shared memories where mom will come and talk about memories we had together while mom was here. So that's a part of that evidence package coming on there. And sometimes they bring forward a knowledge of our life after they passed away. It can be, oh, they're talking about here that there's a new little baby coming into the family, or it can be, oh, that's
you bought a new house.
You bought a new house, but they don't like that, or whatever it can be. But it should be a presentation of who they were whilst they were here, and how we knew them. Sometimes they can bring forward things that we can't remember or we don't know of. I know that by experience myself, both as a medium and as a recipient. And sometimes we are giving a no or getting a no as mediums. But also sometimes I've learned that the no's sometimes is the biggest yeses. Because when I'm giving a no and afterwards found out that it's correct what has been said, I know it cannot have been picked up on a psychic link. Of course, usually we will finish a spirit communication off with why have they stepped forward at this time in our life, and that can be sometimes they say, oh, just came because you have asked for it, other times because we are looking at a new house or bought a new house and they are coming to talk about documents or anything, or all kind of things that can come. But typical, it will be again a presentation of who they were and how they was. So that kind of guidance that they would have been giving us while they still were here in our lives. So that's a brief frame of mediumship communication. So
can I ask you something?
Yes.
Now we're talking about the difference between mediumship and psychic reading, and when we're doing a link, sometimes we some mediums or some psychic mix them together, and the trap is where they bring forward evidence that the discarnate brings evidence of something that happens after their passing. Now when you do it right, it's a beautiful reminder that they are really still around us, and that's so lovely. And they're still looking out for what you're doing, but sometimes you can feel the difference, that you have a tendency to go psychic there. So you skip your mediumship and go psychic, telling something that has gone. So that's that has gone on for a couple of time. I hope you understand what I mean. So that could be one of the traps that we have to look for, and also the message, because sometimes we think that we need to give something to satisfy our recipient, or they want to hear something, and sometimes they really don't see anything say anything else that, hey, I've been here, now I'm gone, or yeah, thank you, go on with your life. So sometimes some mediums have a tendency to go psychic, and we have to accept and learn the difference. So we don't do that because it can be very confusing.
Yes. And basically, if we are bringing forward evidence, we see that sometimes evidence is brought forward for the communicator, but when it comes to the message, it's becoming a psychic message that has nothing to do with the communicator, and sometimes it can devalue the evidence, because it's my mom would never say it like that, for example. Not said that is wrong what has been said, but it's not just not
her personality,
or something like that. So that's the thing we need to look at as mediums as well. So, but let's put them up next to each other. So putting them next to each other, psychic about the recipient's life, everything we know about ourselves, mediumship about the spirit communicator, and it is all about the recipient, or all about the communicator. That's our view on it, that how it should be. Because when we are working with the evidential mediumship, it should be the evidence that is the thing we are presenting first of all. I know a lot of people say, "Whoa, but we just want to have advice in our life and hear about ourselves," and that's fine. Then you need a psychic reading. Then you don't need your father or mother or whoever comes from spirit. But what we know by experience is that when we are presenting the evidence, we are building what I call a healing house, where that healing can take place. And that's, I'll just remove that one, and we can put this one up again and say that's where, when we have cut that connection to the recipient, having that spiritual communication, giving that words, we create that room where where the presence from spirit comes forward to our recipient through our mediumship. So we do hope some of this makes sense about that difference. But as said, you can experience it next week on the 26th, I think it is.
Yeah, what's it?
On Zoom, through exercises in a closed Zoom room. Just send us a message and you will have the Zoom codes or the link to join. We are looking forward to it because it is, as I said, it is important. It's open for all levels.
And it's free.
It's free. Oh yes, it's free.
Did
That's
you forget that? Yes, you did.
that. But yes, it's free, and so it is for free. So please join and just we'll spend about roughly 2 hours on Zoom with a couple of exercises to bring forward that understanding of the difference. So the benefit, you might have a message, you might have a psychic reading, you might have a mediumistic reading, and probably both from somebody else that have joined that Zoom room. And that's just the beauty of it. We're getting something ourselves in messages, but we will also have the opportunity to give something self, and most important, maybe a learning experience.
Yeah.
Because as mediums, we are learning all life. We never stop learning. We never stop developing, because we can expand again and again. And when we feel like we're getting to a place where we cannot expand our mediumship more, we can always go back to basic, and then we suddenly start to understand, oh, there's a new thing we can expand on. So that's just the beauty of it.
Isn't that the topic next time?
Topic? Oh yes, topic next time. That's in 2 months' time. And when is it?
I think April the 16th.
April the 16th, we'll go live next time with education. I will follow up again the week after on the 23rd with the Zoom room. And the topic there will be expanding the evidence. So we'll go more into depth with when we bring forward the evidence. How can we work with the evidence? How can we bring greater value to the evidence we are bringing forward? Not that we are controlling spirit, we are controlling our own mediumship. But spirit is working with us, and just looking at that natural communication that is between the two worlds. So come and join there as well. We do have several things coming up. So what is actually happening, Lola?
I don't know. I'm just here for the ride. Well, we have a lovely divine service Saturday. Demonstration, yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I knew I would say something wrong. But now, here we go. A demonstration.
Yes.
With you and Stevie Trolland.
Yes.
And it's 10 o'clock?
No, it's 7 p.m. on Saturday.
Yeah, I said it all wrong again.
It's lovely. 7 p.m. This upcoming Saturday, UK time. And it is on our Facebook page and TikTok. We actually have a TikTok as well, where we're putting things out as well. But all the information are there. The Zoom link and everything on Saturday is free as well. 1 hour demonstration of mediumship with Stevie Trolland from Scotland and my god self.
It's going to be fabulous.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, you have the same hairdresser.
Yeah. Yes.
That's lovely.
Definitely. And what else do we have coming up?
On March the 14th.
March the 14th, yes.
We also have a dem there.
Another dem, yes.
Yeah, it's Neil Payne.
Neil Payne from UK, who is on there.
And Susan.
Susan Broadwood, Hughes from Ireland are joining us there.
Yeah,
and that's another treat on the March the 14th.
And then we have a Let's Talk About.
Yes.
The 18th.
The 18th March. And Let's Talk About, that's a live like this, but where we will talk about, don't know the subject yet, and we might have a guest in, beside from myself, and these Let's Talk About that will come up every second month as well. But I know before that we do have
a divine service.
Do have a divine service first Sunday in the month.
The 1st of March.
That's the 1st of March.
And it's Andy Ford.
Andy Ford from UK.
And
Patricia Strong. Patricia Strong all the way from Australia. So it's our World United service.
And that's 10 a.m.
That's 10 a.m. UK time on the Sunday. So yes.
And that's going to be fabulous as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's a full divine service with prayers, with philosophy, with music, with demonstration of mediumship as well. So yes, beside from that, we will provide different other topics, things that are popping up over time. We have our spiritual cafes.
Oh yeah.
We have put dates on any of those yet, but the typical in the week in the morning has been so far, and that's have been quite popular, where we will be able to talk about
whatever you
any topic in a closed Zoom room as well. So it's just about being with like-minded people and talk about
everything.
It can be grief, it can be mediumship, it can be spiritualism, it can be
knitting recipes.
Yes,
really.
but it can be about basically everything of spiritual matters, if you can put that way.
Yeah.
a thing we have been looking at maybe providing during the spring is what we call a training platform. We have done them in Danish, but we are looking at maybe present them in English as well. And a training platform that both for
and it's online.
It's online as well, on Zoom, but where we are providing offering a platform for mediums that want to practice, develop their own mediumship. It works in that way where it's not an open circle, but it is an open platform where we just need to know who wants to be on that platform, and it can be both those that are new to mediumship, new to the platform, friendlings, but it can also be for you as a more experienced medium that maybe want to look at things within your mediumship,
or who hasn't worked for,
or that have been out of the game for a while and just need to get back, get everything up and running again. But the benefit is that it's a safe environment. They will be given feedback afterwards, and an opportunity to talk about how it went and things like that in a safe environment. And also exactly that opportunity to say, well, look at your own mediumship and say, oh, I would like to work a little bit more of opening the evidence. I would like to look into more working with names in different ways instead of just throwing out names, going deeper into the names. Why are that name being called out? Where do it belong, and so on. So deepening the information, or bringing information into mediumship and things, all different kind of things.
Yeah, and the recipients or the congregation will know that, so they will work with you as well.
Yes.
So it's not
so it's our experience is that the congregation or the audience will be open to the experimenting and things, the supporting those mediums that are taking that step to work with their own mediumship in different ways. So yes, what do more have to say tonight?
I don't know. I was just thinking about, I'm very much looking forward to next week, to the circle, and I really do hope that that you will join and work with your mediumship. And as I said, it's so important to know the difference. Also because I think that when your mother or sister come through that little window, it's very important to just work with them, with the discarnate, in that little room of time. And it's give your time to work with it, with them, because it's actually quite an honor to do that. Yeah.
It is. It's an honor to present people's love for them. And it should be done with humble and honesty, in all respect, both for the spirit world as well as this physical world.
And also because I like to, when I pass over, and my daughter is going to a medium, and I'm standing right next to the medium. And if the medium's starting to talk about, that's to my daughter, that she has something to do with her chakras, has to do something with her chakras, well, hey, I'm out of there, because I'm not working with that. And that has nothing to do with me. So, just be aware of you're talking, as a medium, you're talking with spirit.
Yeah.
And make that a joy, make that, privilege.
It's so,
and doing it good.
it's so beautiful and so strong in itself. We don't need to add anything.
No.
Just
And also
be-
the recipient, well, it's not so long ago we had a DEM we were just watching a DEM and the medium kind of flipped in and out of mediumship and psychic reading. And it was quite confusing because you didn't know, I didn't know where things ended and where things started. So yeah, it's lovely to work with a medium who really knows the different, and there's nothing wrong with doing both as long as you just address it. This is me, this is from spirit. So, but just be aware of the energy. So I really do hope that you'll join us next week. When is it?
On Thursday.
It is.
Next week. Yes.
Yeah, just mention
Yes.
it again,
Yes.
just to be sure.
So Thursday, the 26th, 7 p.m. UK time on Zoom. So please send us a message through Messenger on mail, or you can put the mail in the chat as well. So it's can be seen there. So please just send us a message and you will have the
link.
the Zoom link sent to you, so you can join.
And also that is very important to tell us if you're coming, because then we know how many we will be. Yeah. So we just want you to join.
Yes.
It's free. It just takes a bit of your time, but gives you great value and knowledge. Yeah. So are you typing there?
Yes. So yes, the mail, our mail is in the chat, and you can use Messenger. You can use the message box on TikTok if you want to do that. If you're there as well. So yes, lots of. You can also put it here as a comment, and we'll probably see it there as well. So yes, come and join next week for the next one and all the other things. Follow us on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok. We don't have an English profile on Instagram yet, but it might come in the future. So far it's YouTube. It's here on Facebook and on TikTok.
Yeah.
So hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
And we will really look forward to share the experiences with the difference between the psychic and the mediumship.
Yeah.
So for now, I think we're just gonna wish you
love you and leave you.
Lovely, yeah, lovely, and leave you and wish you a continued lovely day, evening, night, depending on where in the world you are. But just enjoy, and just remember one thing: tell somebody you love that you love them. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.